How's it going, guys? Conky here. So, doing another Cooking with Con today. Sorry very much for the fucking retarded intro. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just kind of always wanted to do that. So, anyway, today we're going to be cooking, it's like a Spanish paella, or paella, however you want to pronounce it, sort of dish. And it's relatively easy to do, and it serves about 6, so it's quite good for if you're cooking for the family or something like that. So, here's the ingredients straight up, sort of thing. That's for me to eat. But basically what you need is you need 2 cups of chicken stock, a cup and a half of basmati rice, 375ml of enchilada sauce, 1 chorizo, but yeah, just the one. I've got 2 outlets because it's what it's like. 500 grams of chicken, 2 teaspoons of minced garlic, a cup of frozen peas, a full, like a medium-sized red capsicum, medium-sized onion, and just some olive oil to cook it all in. So I'm going to sort of prepare, and also as in addition to the other ingredients, you're going to need 1 teaspoon of turmeric and 1 teaspoon of cumin as well. So yeah, just forgot to include that. Alright, so I've basically just prepared everything sort of in a group sort of thing. Like I've cut up the chicken, just diced it up, and I've cut up the onion, capsicum, and also just put the garlic in here because it all goes in at the same time. And also just chopped up the chorizo and kept that separate too. So now it's time to get started. Now the chorizo just basically goes into the pan without any oil because it's actually got its own oil in the chorizo itself. So we're going to cook these off for about 5 minutes until they're done, and then we take them out of the pan, and then that's the next step up then. So as you guys can see now, the chorizo is pretty much sort of cooked, and it's just pretty much time to take that off now, and then the next step. Now the chorizo just sort of stays off to the side now. We come back to that later on. Now just a little bit of oil in the pan again for the now time for the chicken. Now I'm cooking this on high, so it's probably only going to take about maybe 2 or 3 minutes to actually cook through, so we'll come back then. So the chicken's pretty much sort of ready to go. So next step is to put in the mix of what I've got, so the garlic, the capsicum and the onion, and that's going to take sort of another, maybe, yeah, as I said again, probably another 2 to 3 minutes, so we'll come back again. So this is pretty much, you know, all cooked sort of together. Now the next step is to put in sort of the rest of the ingredients almost. So now we need the enchilada sauce, so just the whole thing straight in. Now the entire load of the chicken stock as well. So this is hard to do with one hand. And then now the 1.5 cups of rice, that is also to go in. So it just goes straight in. It kind of seems like a weird sort of concept, but trust me, it turns out pretty swag. So that's all in. And then now the turmeric and cumin. I'm lazy and really should be measuring this out, but it's really hard to do with one hand, so I'm just gonna whack a little bit in. Same with the turmeric. Just gonna go in it all. Yep, okay, that'll do. So yep, now we're basically gonna, this is the longest sort of process. It's gonna take a little while. You've basically got to keep it on sort of in and out of simmer, and leave the pan on and keep stirring, and eventually the sauce will reduce and also soak into the rice. So we'll come back when that's sort of come back in about 5 minutes and check it out. As you can see, it's sort of the sauce is actually thickening up. Like notice how it's sort of sponging back into the rice. When you're stirring it, make sure you really though dig like under it, because the rice can get stuck to the pan and it does end up burning it if it does. So this is just going to take probably maybe about another 10 minutes, and then ready for the next step, which is getting closer to the end. Alright, now as you guys can see, the all the liquids dissolved, pretty well, like, you know, absorbed into the rice, and the rest of the stuff in there. So now the last step is to add the chorizo back in that we started off with. That's all back in there, and then the cup of frozen peas as well. Now it's fine that they're frozen; it's just going to cook anyway. So 5 minutes, and then we're pretty much done. So that last sort of little step only took about 5 minutes of cooking time. Everything's pretty much done now, as you can sort of see. It's just sort of meant to be, as you can tell, cooked really throughout, no liquid underneath it all. And yeah, it serves about 6. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more of these kind of videos, just comment, and also let me know what you want me to cook in the description, because I don't really know what to sort of do in order to make these videos. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. It's been Conky. Peace.